A lot of us wonder what's going on in this country. It causes a great deal of anxiety and fear. And we go to our religious institutions to get a little bit of peace, to ask for forgiveness, to ask for help. And how would you feel if your pastor said this right here?
More women go in those places with shorts than you will women with pants and dresses put together. I said, if you dress like that and you get raped and I'm on the jury, he's going to go free.
Oh yeah, we're going to talk about it.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Welcome to The Point, YouTube's only legitimate open discussion channel, where I strongly encourage all points of view to agree or disagree with what I'm saying. But I could almost bet $1,000 that not a single one of y'all are about to disagree with what I'm going to make this video on. And today we're going to talk about Pastor Bobby Leonard at Bible Baptist Tabernacle in Monroe, North Carolina, a spiritual leader within the community. He's been preaching at that church for decades. And you got some stones on you, man, to say something like that in church on video. In fact, as a spiritual leader, I would strongly question who you are following right now. Because I can't recall anything within the Bible that says it's okay for something like this to happen. And as a father myself personally, if something like that would have happened and I found out a jury's determining decision was my child was wearing shorts so they couldn't vote guilty, you better hope you're a Christian. Because my God, man, you're about to meet them. This is absolutely ridiculous. Now, he's came out and said he's sorry, he's apologized and things of that nature, but people look to you for guidance. You are a source of accountability for those individuals within your congregation. What you say means something. Your words matter. And the fact that you got up there and felt comfortable enough to say what you just said speaks volumes in my own opinion. You should not be allowed to preach again. You should not be allowed to consider yourself a spiritual leader. The people within that community need to hold you accountable. And our spiritual leaders should be held accountable, and they should be held to a higher standard. They should be held to the same standard we hold our military, our law enforcement, and our political leaders. Just because you've been standing behind that podium so long, it doesn't eliminate you from accountability, not in my opinion. What you have done and what you have said is absolutely 100% completely disgusting. And I highly doubt that if Jesus came down today, he would reiterate what you said. That is an absolute atrocity. That is a horrible thing that you have just done. And the fact that you're just wanting to get up there and apologize is as equally cowardly as those statements you have made. I understand not passing judgment on anybody, and I do firmly believe that none of us are perfect, and I do firmly believe that none of us are without sin, and that we shouldn't cast the first stone. But you're a piece of shit, man. I'm just going to come out and say it. As a citizen in this country, as a Christian, as a parent, you're an absolute piece of shit. I apologize for cussing. I don't normally do that, and I try not to do that. But there are just some stories that come across my feed that are so disgusting, so disheartening, that I can't help but speak about it in a certain way. This is an atrocity. And I'm honestly not too concerned about any comments saying I'm taking his words out of context. He said what he said. Out of context or not, it doesn't change the fact that he said that type of filth in a church of all places. I'll normally say, well, I might be wrong. You can feel free to disagree with me down in the comments below, but I'm not wrong in this. You're a piece of garbage. That's unexcusable. And I almost just want to post your address right here with your phone number so anybody who watches this can give you a call. But I'm not going to do all that. But when you see things like this, it's absolutely concerning. Other than that, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here. Y'all stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one.